Welcome to TAAGS, where woodland camo gets f***ed every time.
See, it's not just me. Swear to God, it's not just me.
Alright, fellow airsofters, I know, not the best way to start a video, but the guy has a point. So it seems like TAAGS likes to put woodland on this side of the map, the Connex/Bravo/Lower Pond, which is the worst spawn out of all of them, by the way, because we're all bottlenecked and we have to run up the hill and it's really steep over there. The pit side is not quite as steep and there's solid big trees on that side, a lot more than ours. There are a few on ours, but they're in like a pie slice, so you're bottlenecked. That side sucks. Also, there is no real base on that side until you get past Connex. It seems like whenever multi spawns on the Alpha side, they immediately are going to get McFarland, and they always get the town too. It's lucky if we can get the town, and if we do, we get completely surrounded. So it's just not a good spawn. You may have noticed that last month I didn't post a video, St. Patrick's Day. That's because St. Patrick's Day was not lucky for me. I sprained my ankle and had to play the entire day limping. It sucked. On top of that, the admins put us on the Bravo side of the map. And, like I said, it's a crappy side. They never once switched it up, which really bugged me. April was kind of the same. They did give us McFarland a couple times, but for the most part, Bravo was our side. And we actually made it work. I actually had a couple good things that happened at the beginning and middle of the day, but the real main course, the what I want you guys to see, is the final game. They switched it up a little differently, and the only problem I had with that game was my camera was a little blurry because I had dirt on it and stuff. I mean, it's really hard to keep it clean in the spring months. The plants just constantly get water on it, and if I'm sitting there wiping my lens over and over again, there's no way that I'm actually going to fight effectively. So I apologize for that, but I did get some pretty damn good sprees going that game, and you guys are going to want to see it because you won't believe how close I got to some people. So let's get into this. Alright, so this is from game 1, right at the beginning. We were spawning on the Connex containers, so this position is about 45 to 60 feet away from them. And right away, I'm running into a couple people in these holly trees, and I'm not exactly sure who they are. I can see them just vaguely, but not enough to make out their camouflage, and I find it kind of weird that they're already ahead of me since I was one of the first people out of the gate on this one. So I decided to wait it out and see what they do.
I couldn't see anything. So they're not spawning back in the field?
Alright, so that's all the confirmation we need to know that that's the enemy. But I still have a problem. All I've got is my pistol, and while they're only a few feet away, it's a pretty hard shot to make through all this brush. Pretty much all of it will deflect, and even if I am hitting, there's a chance that they might not call it. You just never know. Then again, it might hit their vests and they also might not feel it. So we have to wait till we have a clear opportunity. A little bit of action started to happen, so I attempted to make a shot through this brush, and as you can see, it doesn't succeed. However, they're still not sure exactly where I'm at. That was a real close call there.
There's one in here. Spray this thing up now. Spray it up now. There was a guy right here, and he's still here. And there's some coming down the trail. Spray him up. There you go. They're sneaking up on the bridge.
You good, man?
And that takes care of the other guy. So, unfortunately, this is about where my luck started to have a little bit of a stall in this game. There was a lot of nothing that happened for quite a big period of time. I got taken out twice in this exact area because shots just kept coming through the trees. But finally, I made my way into that holly tree and got my first snipe of the day. It wasn't a very clear one by the camera standards, but I felt pretty good about it. Classic scope camera focus issues. But it was nothing to worry about. There'd be plenty more sniper opportunities that day. Alright guys, one more little note and then I'll get into the main course. The game I really want you guys to see. So, on one of our commander games, it was basically medic rules. You know, you get one life to live and everybody's a medic. They can revive each other. And there was this poor guy, this poor multicam, that got completely surrounded by my team. But the only problem was, nobody had a pistol. So I got a free assassination.
Multi. I'm sorry, buddy.
Don't shoot me, just...
Bang.
Okay, yeah.
I've been there. I know what that's like.
Yeah.
Sucks when you get surrounded.
Alright guys, so let's get on to the main course now. So they had the two teams divided into two separate groups each. Basically, there were 4 spawn points in the game. It was a respawn game, and each team got 2 of them. Separate corners adjacent to each other in the map. Multicam got to occupy the Bravo spawn at the field and the lower pit, and we got the lower pond spawn and the upper Alpha spawn near Bravo. So I decided to move into the center of the map and see what I could take out in the more open areas, because I was getting kind of tired of battling the brush, and this didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to.
There's multi right here.
You know if I stand up there and just get shot?
Yeah, probably. They don't know we're here. Okay, they might know we're here now. Hang on. Fire.
So at this point it was freaking insane. I had shots whizzing past my head. They knew that somebody else was there. I think my ally had stood up and gave us away, but I'm not totally sure if it was him or somebody else. All I know is that the classic rule of being a lone gunman is much better than being a sniper in a squad like this, because this is what always happens. So I was forced to retreat.
Not good. I don't know where they're at, but they're in that patch up there to my left. Hard to tell who's team and who's not.
They shoot at you, shoot them back.
I know.
So you need to know. Hey, I'll play decoy. So where they're gonna shoot me from, watch it, okay? Hit!
Sorry, man.
No, you don't. The crazy thing is that's as far back as I had to fall for them to lose track of where I was. And even though I had to fall back, this position ended up being key in stopping one of their assaults on our spawn point.
I see him.
I could just barely see a squad of multicam on the ridgeline, getting ready to move down and take position on our spawn. I didn't have a very good shot on them, so I knew I was going to have to wait a little while before they'd get into a position where I'd be able to take them out easier. First shot I ended up hitting the tree. Second shot, I ended up hitting something that I didn't even see on my scope. Well, luckily, he didn't exactly know where I was, and didn't seem to care. That's what makes sniping hard in TAAGS. It can be really tough in areas like this. Check this out. A small squad in front of me, completely unaware of my presence.
And I'm not. I snuck past you guys. That's our spawn, by the way.
See, it just
Right
goes
here.
to show you that even a bolt action can make out
They're right
fairly
on you.
well on this course, provided you have the right position.
Woodland, move up! Now! Now's your chance! Move into the hill now! The sound of my voice! Come on! They're falling back! Come on! Hey, I can see you at spawn. Let's go. I'm just a sniper. I need some help. They're falling back to the field. Come on. Let's push them. They're not listening. Even at this loud, they're not listening.
So from this point on, you hear them call a retreat, and you'd think that my team would be all over taking the hill now that they're retreating. I look down there and they're all just sitting there at the spawn. They heard the guys call retreat and they're not moving, so I yell at them, let's go, and of course, you know, they're not listening to me either. How frustrating. So I get up and I try to move into a position and get taken out right away because there was still a couple people up on the hill in the areas I didn't quite know where they were at. But not to worry, some more cool stuff happened. I did manage to get up to the position I wanted to after that death. And one of the coolest kills I got all day, pistol-wise, is just up ahead, so stay tuned.
Hit! Yo, Woodland! Firing down this lane. Hey, guys.
Alright, so I managed to get a group together and we're heading up the hill, doing a sector sweep, and trying to get ourselves into a better position against the enemy. And we're going to push against their spawn just a little bit, because they were doing pretty much the same thing to us.
Okay. This is going to be tough. You only got your revolver, eh?
Yep.
Yeah. How far?
Actually, those might be friendly coming up the hill.
I think that's friendly. I don't know, let me see. It's too clouded. How close?
Yeah, those are light. No, they're not.
On your left, on your left.
Dark.
Nice shot.
There's another pony over there.
There's some on this tree.
Oh, yeah. He's hit.
To the right of me, I decided to use this patch of plants and bushes as concealment, and this is probably the best type of concealment in this area, honestly. This stuff is roomish as all heck on the inside, but on the outside it just looks like a thick bush. So it looks like it's a pain to get into, but once you get past the first layer, it's nothing but open. You can see everything, and as long as you're moving slow, nobody can see you.
I think there's more. I've got a good view on here. He's mad. I got a good move up right here. I can see everything. Right with you guys. Shit. What? No.
Dark. Light and dark. Dark.
I know there's one guy right here.
I don't see any more.
He fired in there. He's... Come on, dude. There you go. I got him.
Yeah, I know. Oh shit. Good shit. I thought you were gonna light me up. I was like, no.
We gotta get into these trees up ahead here. We gotta get into this tree line up here. There was one of their team, I just took him out. It's one of the admin people, but he's not an admin right now. I don't know if Ranger Tower's okay. I don't think anybody's there. Okay, they're moving in. Let's get up to this tree line, all of us. Ready? 3, 2, come on. Alright, try to stay easy.
Yo, if you need any distractions, I'm out of ammo, so I'm gonna meet you.
Alright. Right now, I just want to see through that field.
Here, I'll look, let me look.
Alright. I see somebody already. Yep, I see him.
The game's starting to wind down, and I'm just now getting to the position that I want to. The open field is just ahead, and I've got a nice green belt with plenty of concealment.
Roger. Okay, I thought for a second they got behind me.
Alright, so from here I'm basically stalking their spawn, but I don't have a clear view of it. You can see this cluster of plants in front of me. It's obscuring my view of just exactly where they spawn. But I'm basically in their path. And from this point on I had to be very still because I could see people going to the right and to the left. If you look closely, you can see at least one of them walk by. I pretty much was just observing to see where they were going to go and what they were going to do. I knew that if I acted and took a few shots at somebody, I was probably going to get shot up, so I had to wait for my opportunity.
Hit.
This was the kill that made my day. Just look at how close this guy gets to me. And how close he is to spotting me.
God damn, good spot.
My heart was racing.
Yeah? Dude, I heard you. That's why I laid down. That's fucking good. I'll be back.
I know. I'll be dead now.
Actually, I'm not even gonna fuck with you. That's a good spot. I'm gonna sit and watch.
Regardless of his promise, I made sure to move after that. You just can never trust the enemy team, especially in a respawn game. I mean, come on. I'm that close to their spawn. They're definitely coming back for me. So, anyway, the game didn't last much longer than that. I don't know which team won, actually. I can't remember. So, all I know is it was a lot of fun getting that close to some of those people and taking them out. This was one hell of a game for me. Had a lot of fun that day. So, I was really glad to attend. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you got a lot of entertainment out of this. I hope you guys got some skills out of it, too. And hopefully I'll see you guys all next game day and on the next video. So, till then, take it easy.